parenting,
Hoes,
drugs,
bitches,
father figures,
bitch niggas,
mentors,
alcoholics,
people that you need in your goddamn life,
crackheads,
entrepreneur,
new crackheads,
successful business people.
ugly children. Welcome to NTS, which stands for niggas talking shit. Yeah.
What's up, everybody? Big Hurt 916.
Jeff Brown,
You already know.
NTS, let's get it.
Jeff, man, somebody emailed in and they want to know, how we felt about this question. The question is, does race or who you know play a bigger role in your success?
Good question. Wow. I would say that of those two, the one you could focus on and change is the one that matters most in anything.
Who you know?
The pieces of any equation, the pieces of any problem, the pieces of any plan that you focus on, that you have no control over, is a waste of fucking time. It is a waste of time for me to go, is me being black gonna be a factor?
Yeah.
Why?
Unless
Why? Do I have a machine that I can change this?
Oh, you do Sammy Sosa.
Right. Oh,
Sammy
yeah.
Sosa, you got that cream.
Got the cream, dog. I'm going to start bleaching myself? No. So, by default, who you know is more important. It ain't, and a matter of fact, it ain't just who you know, it's who will call you back.
Yeah.
And who will call you back has far less to do with your color than your honor, than your tenacity, than the number. If in your profession, the people who make the choices are so racist that you can only talk to one person out of 20, and you need to talk to 20 people in order to get any success, that just means you got to talk to 400 people. That's a factor.
Yeah.
You just factor that in and go, okay, how long is it going to take me to talk to 400 people? If I talk to 20 people in a week, that's 20 weeks. Get to cracking.
I think a lot of people too, because of what they perceive or lack of seeing, make assumptions. And if they knew how many minority multimillionaires that aren't rappers, athletes that are successful, they'd be surprised. You know? It's a lot of people with a lot of bread, but one thing they all have in common, they socialize in certain circles. I mean, they got country clubs. I don't give a damn if you black, white, Mexican. If you black, just because of black country club, I mean you getting in. Because if you don't know so-and-so family, if they don't vouch for you, if you are in a country club down south, if you don't say, I don't say I know Jeff Brown, and you invite me in, I can't get in.
No.
It don't matter how much it don't matter if I give them $500,000.
No.
Because for you guys out there who know what I'm talking about, some of the country clubs $500,000, 1.2, whatever for the membership, but you can't get in because you had the money. You get in because of who you know. And when you get into this whole fraternity, that's when the deals are being made. That's when the connections are happening. That's why you think these people hang out and golf together. They vacation certain places. Why you think you don't see certain people? Because they have their own shit, and you're not invited because you don't know them. So when you know the right people, it's overall. This is the most insignificant, because once you get in, obviously if you hear Jeff, you know somebody.
Well, yes, and here, let's define what here always means. Here, whether you're talking about prison, a Pentecostal church, or Domino's Pizza, here means a collection of like minds. It's a collection of like minds. If you go to Dodger Stadium its busiest night, it is jam-packed with people of like minds. I like baseball. I play baseball. I know baseball. I commentate baseball. I sell hot dogs to people who like baseball. Everybody has baseball in common. That is why these clubs of exclusivity exist. It is not entirely about keeping power away from the black and brown. It is about keeping power away from the unlike-minded.
There you go.
Here at this country club, here at this private setting, here at Pebble Beach, here at this place, here at that place, are people who think like this. Since I already think like this, anybody I bring in, because the people who think like this want people who think like this only here, expect, demand, depend upon growing from people who think like this. So it doesn't matter if you spin like this, or if you look like this, or if you act like this. Do you think like this? That's what exclusivity is about. Yeah. That is what being like-minded and in a particular position about. Now, is this to say, am I back, Jeff? Are you backpedaling on what you said before about racism and oppression? No, I'm doubling down on it. I'm doubling down on it. The concept of who you know and where you are makes what I said about racism even heavier. Because racism is a factor that you cannot change, you got to focus on who it is I know that thinks like me. I don't give a fuck what color they are. What do they think? Because a well-rounded, grounded thinker that want to make some bread, that get in a conversation with you, and your conversation equals this person moving forward, you don't give a fuck what color you are.
You become an asset.
Yes.
You become an asset when you can enter into a circle and bring something to the table that is of value.
Other than your woes.
And under your woes. And I always tell people, man, what is your value? You know, me fucking with you, what am I gaining?
Right.
You know, it's like what 50 Cent said, you know, if you listen to a bunch of dumb motherfuckers all day, what are you going to get from them? What is gained through that conversation with these fools? So, you know, when you talk about coming into a circle and people, they tripping, they don't like me. Well, what did you say when you got into that circle, and what did you articulate that had a purpose or some type of meaning to it? If you ignorant, then why would they, just because, you know, you cool? Well, man, people who are at a certain, people in general who are going places don't have time to waste energy on frivolous shit. No. And you're not going to make conversation for the sake of making conversation, because I have enough friends.
That's this actually sort of on this sort of applies. It's on a huge tangent, but shout out to Nick Cannon. Nick Cannon was talking about the get down with R. Kelly and why it is that he was always around young or young-minded women. Because think about the women in a social setting on his social and financial level. You're talking about MBAs from Harvard, Princeton. After you talk about your hit records and what you gonna do naked, the fuck else you got to talk about, R. Kelly? Yeah. The only people you can talk to are people who are impressed by your records, by your record sales and your talent. The average woman your age that is in the circles you in, that has accomplished on your level, don't give a fiddler's fuck about your records. Yeah. What else do you have to talk about? And he don't have nothing else to talk about.
That makes sense.
It just makes sense. So when you come into, there are some social situations that, quite frankly, I don't give a fuck how much you want it. You're not supposed to be in. There are some lines that are drawn that are supposed to be. You can't fix stupid. There's some people that are just stupid, unmotivated, disorganized, and they don't want to change none of that. But they want all the perks that come with changing all of that. You're not supposed to be in this group. And those are the people in that group, and why those people are so stringent about keeping people like you out of it. And it has nothing to do with being lofty or hoity-toity. What it has to do with is people coming together to really get shit done. That's what and when they look at, what have you done without us? What have you done? Yeah. What level have you attained on your own, so that when you come in here, you don't just take, you can give to the collective.
Why do you think before a lot of these people even do business with you, they're like, Jeff, I'm having a get together, come by?
Sure.
See, and you might interact with this person once or twice, the hostess, but they're watching how you interact with everybody else, and then they go back and ask everybody else, what do you guys think about that guy,
We all
Jeff?
compare notes when he leaves.
Yeah. Oh, he was pretty cool, blah, blah, blah. Okay. So-and-so, did you talk to Jeff? What'd you think? Oh, blah, blah, blah. Okay. So they're before you go to the next step, it's an assessment.
Yes.
That's been done that you didn't even know about.
No. One, you didn't know about it. And two, in that assessment, the person who's assessing you is also assessing the opinions from the people that they've already assessed.
Yes.
So I'm going to talk to Steve about Marcus. What do you think about Marcus? I liked him, but well, I already know Steve's a fucking prick.
Yeah. He's a bad judge of character.
Yes. So I'm going to put that in it. Mm-hmm. What you need to do is have high marks with yourself. I'm going to this function. I'm going to be the best, most honest me possible. The best me shows up well dressed, with something to offer, in a reasonable time allotment. Mm-hmm. The best me, breath don't stink. The best me is cordial. The best me is engaging. The best me remembers people's names. The best me lets all but the most egregious shit slide.
And you got to make the effort, man. I mean, what they always say is luck equals
opportunity times preparedness.
And when you talk about, like, trying to reach a certain level of success, and you possibly jump the gun and you don't have anything that you can show for, or you don't have anything that you can stand on, then you're not ready. So before you think that somebody is not giving you the time of day because of your race, you got to think about, well, maybe there are some other things that you didn't have that you assumed that you were going to skate by, and it got exposed. And that's how you got to look at it, man. You can't take personal offense, it's simple things. Somebody might go around the room and you ask their name, they give you their name, and they might go back again and said, when you remember that person's name, they're like, oh, he was paying attention. Little stuff, man. A lot of little stuff when you start dealing with people who are money heads. People who are very high level functioning, successful people. So
they're forecasters.
Forecasters, man.
They're forecasters. They're looking at the small shit because nobody comes in and goes, hi, allow me to introduce myself. My name is Bob. I'm going to embezzle hundreds of millions of dollars out of this company and fuck your wife. Where is the punch? Yeah. Nobody comes in.
You never seen Bob coming.
No, you don't see Bob coming. Yeah. So a forecaster is looking. Did this dude take a drink out of his punch, leave it on the punch bowl table, and go get another cup? You're looking at shit like that. Because you're not going to roll up on him and tell him, hey, I'm irresponsible and I don't count my shit and I don't do my paperwork. He doesn't know that. So he's going to watch what the fuck you doing, which is why you need to watch what the fuck you doing. And this is not go along to get along. This is not kowtowing. This is not shining for the man. This is doing business with other respectable business people. And I don't mean respectable by what they don't do that you don't know. I'm talking about respectable by what they do that you do know. They own this business. They make this much revenue. They do this thing. They do that thing. And those things are the things that excite you and make you want to do those things. Well, if you do, the best thing to do is to bring your best self to match what you desire as opposed to what you deserve. Mm-hmm. Most people come in with what they desire and what they deserve so fucking far out of balance that everybody in the room can see it.
Yeah.
You come in so far out of balance that you think it's your color. They don't like me because I'm black. No, they don't like your monkey ass because you came in here with a green suit on with yellow lapels and matching yellow gaiters. They started there and it went downhill from there as you began to show them all how unprepared you are for what you desire.
It's almost as funny as, man, me and the wife here at Pebble Beach, and we're at it's an auction with multi-million-dollar cars, and some guy's walking around there. He's got on some skinny jeans with some Fila slides and socks on, with a T-shirt on that has a dollar sign on it. Now that might work some places, but know the image or know the dress code when you go certain places, so that you don't look like you're a goddamn fool,
bro.
You know what I mean? I mean, come on, dude.
You don't wear. If you're dressed for a pajama party, you're not dressed for a masquerade ball, or work, or court. Dress for the occasion.
That's right, dress for the occasion.
Dress for the occasion.
Yeah.
And I'm not saying you gotta, dude. Do you know what dressing means? When I see you in public in your clothing, you're telling me that this is how much I give a fuck about me. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I'm not talking about how new it is, how much it costs. I'm talking about how well it fits, how clean it is, how decent you look. And you do not have to, you can go in Ross and look decent.
Yeah.
You can go in Marshall's, Target, and look decent. I'm not talking about don't go nowhere if you don't have $2,000 to spend on an outfit, because I know people that spend a gang of money on outfits and look like shit. That's not the point. The point is, you leave the house and you are telling people that this is the level of respect that I have set the threshold at. Mm-hmm. I've set it here. Most people are not going to go above the threshold of respect you set for yourself. They are usually somewhere between 75 to 80% of that threshold. That's right. Now, if you set that threshold at hoochie mama, goofy nigga, wherever you set that at, people are going to hit 75% of that. That's so right. What I try to do is put my respect level at upwardly mobile, accomplished, intelligent, decent black man. That's what I expect you to see when you see me.
That's right.
And then I'm gonna deal with the 75% that you
and
come
I can
to
bring
that.
you up to the rest. I can bring it, and that's when the conversation. That's when you start talking about interest, travel.
Yes.
What you've been through. Oh, okay. Now you don't close. Boop, boop. Close the gap.
You close the gap.
Now you right there with you like, oh, this dude is somebody I can fuck with.
Right.
You know what I mean? And that's how you got to look at it. But
and how?
Exactly.
And
exactly.
how? You can't just be the brilliant dude that washes my car. How am I dealing with this dude? How much respect you can demand is directly governed by how much self-respect you already have.
And there you guys have it, NTS.
You already know.